guys didn't lose at home all last year. How tough is this to handle?
I mean, I think any loss is tough to handle. You don't like losing on the road. You don't like losing at home. We obviously take great pride in defending McLean, and every time we cross the river and play over here, it's important. But obviously didn't play well enough to win today. And so, I mean, thankfully we have a bye week to go into now and learn from things and go about our business and try to turn this thing around a little bit.
Dillon, what do you think was different today about Spencer Sanders as opposed to what you saw last year in Stillwater and then the Big 12 championship game?
Yeah, he's a super dynamic player, and he always has been. I mean, I think going into this game, he was like leading the country in whatever all-purpose yards per game. I don't know. But yeah, super impressive player, really dynamic, and he used his speed well today. He broke our contain, and that's on us too. We got to rush with good rush integrity and good rushing lanes. But I mean, he did a lot of good things to win, and we didn't do enough good things to win. We didn't. I mean, we just didn't do our job a lot of plays, and I think you see the result there. I think they scored 36 points. So, yeah.
Dillon, long before the season ever started, Coach Arena mentioned that game against Albany, you wanted to start establishing an identity. Do you guys feel like you have found your identity yet? And, you know, if so, what is it?
I don't do a lot of thinking about that during the week, to be honest. The bye week will be good to figure out who we are a little bit, and then kind of do some self-scout and figure those things out, and then move forward with what we have, because we feel like we have a lot of good talent in the locker room. We have a lot of great guys, and we're excited about what we can do. We just haven't done it yet. So we'll move into that bye week and learn from things a little bit, and thankfully we have a lot more games to go. So hopefully we'll be able to put what we want on tape.
Dillon, in terms of that bye week, you guys now go in off of a loss. What do you have to do specifically to make it to where that is a productive, 10, 11 days instead of one where you guys are maybe lamenting the loss a little too much?
I think in terms of bye week, it's physical and mental. It's kind of a refresher a little bit for guys. And so we're able to get back to those basics that we talk about, you know, being brilliant at the basics, doing simple better. And I think physically guys will get a lot of much needed rest. But I mean, in terms of turning the page and kind of boxing this up and putting this in the past, I'm kind of thankful that we're going into a bye week, because now we can kind of have a little bit of humility moving forward and just say, hey, what are we? And kind of move forward with honesty and tell the truth to each other. And I think a lot of great organizations, great teams are candid with each other, and that's what we're going to try to be in the week moving forward. And so giving candid feedback is huge, and telling the truth, and so we can move forward and fix those issues.
Dillon, fourth straight game that you guys have allowed a touchdown on the last drive of the first half. Is there anything that you guys are seeing concrete that during those drives that you can work on in the next 9, 10, 11 days?
It's just assignment football, yeah. I don't think it's necessarily any special scheme that they're doing, and it's performing well under pressure. It is a little bit coincidental, but it isn't at the same time, because it is a pressure situation, and we recognize that going into it. So we need to kind of focus on our keys, focus on our assignments, and go deal with that. But that's something that we've known. That was something that we had to focus on last year. I remember, I mean, Iowa State came down and scored first drive on us last year, and it's those critical moments that we need to be better in. So coming out of the game, or coming out of the locker room, that first drive of the first half is important. Last drive of the first half, first drive of the second half, you know, 2-minute drill obviously at the end of the game. And we haven't been good in critical moments, and that's something that, you know, as we mature as a defense, that will, if we want to go the places we want to go, we're going to have to mature and continue to improve on.
Dillon, I know you haven't had a chance to watch the film yet, but what was it about what OSU was doing on offense that seemed to give you guys issues today?
I think the tempo was something, but that's not something that we didn't expect. They kind of threw their fastballs our way, and we didn't hit them. We pretty much had it down to a T exactly what they were going to run, and I mean, we just weren't able to stop it. And so that comes with assignment football, and we were simplified defensively. We were just not able to stop it, and that comes with fundamentals. And I think, obviously, I keep going back to the bye week, and that's something beautiful about a bye week is that you get to focus on the fundamentals and go back to what makes you a good player, because we've been in, the first 4 weeks of football season is camp, and so that's all about fundamentals. And now we've been in, 4 weeks of mostly scheme-oriented meetings and defensive talk and things like that. But we're kind of going back into that camp mindset for this bye week so that we can get back on top of our fundamentals and go about executing the scheme with a great intensity and good fundamental play.
Dillon, OSU converts on 3rd and 4th down today at almost a 50% clip. Was that more you guys not doing the things on 1st and 2nd down to set you guys up for making it more manageable on 3rd and 4th, or was it something on those downs where you guys were just lacking?
I'm not sure. I was. I don't know what the down and distances were on the 3rd downs that you're talking about, because obviously it's harder to stop a 3rd and short than it is a 3rd and long. But kind of like basic defensive football, you want to win 1st down so that 2nd and long, and then not give them manageable 3rd downs, so they have to get into their drop back pass game and get into their screen and draw game. But I mean, just pure observation. I didn't feel like we won 1st down a whole lot today. The drives that we were able to win 1st down, I felt really good about it. But obviously need to move forward and look at the tape, as you alluded to. So.
Dillon, was there a halftime adjustment? You mentioned the deal about Spencer Sanders getting out. Looked like, I think he had 72 yards in the first half, only gained maybe 3 in the second half. Was there something y'all did differently in the second half?
No. I mean, we pretty much played the same calls, and they pretty much did the same stuff too. It was kind of just a matter of going out there and executing. So obviously disappointing that we didn't do that, because we weren't ready to win that big game. But moving forward, we're going to have a lot of other big games. This is a good conference, and so we're excited about the opportunity moving forward for sure. Yeah.
Thanks, Bill.
All right, thanks, guys.